already.
What is up, Rally Towel Sports family? Good evening and welcome to the show, boys. We got some beers to drink and some sports to talk about. So, without further ado, we got the Mets Braves. Mets up 3-2, top 7. Reds are in the middle of a wild card chase. They're currently sitting a game back behind New York. Braves pulled off a thriller last night, scored 11 unanswered runs.
Insane.
Unreal. We need a little bit of that magic tonight so we can sniff this race a little bit. I feel like once the Reds once they see their name in the playoffs, I feel like that could add that little extra juice that they need.
Dude, I think this team is in it. I think this team knows exactly where they're at right now.
Yeah. I mean, you got to think, too, you're about to get Nick Lodolo back here shortly as well. So, realistically, if they need to, they can run a 6-man rotation.
They're not going to. I don't think.
Right. I mean, but it is an option because I assume, you put you can't take Chase Burns out of the rotation at this point, but
you could. You could.
What, make him the closer?
No, just make him the 7 to 8 guy. Like, just
yeah.
Or let me put it this way. Like Brady, I love Brady. I love Brady Singer. Go Gators. Brady is like a guy that could go 8 or 4.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah. He is all or nothing. That's his career. That's how he's been his whole career too.
So what you get when you get Nick Lodolo back, and let's say the Reds are going to roll with a 5-man rotation, right? Let's say the Reds are going to roll with that, and they're going to bump Martinez or Burns. Maybe they're going to slide them in and out, right? Maybe they're going to be stretch guys.
Sure.
You just get so much flexibility with your pitching staff when a guy doesn't have it.
Sure. You get somebody that can throw 4 to 5 innings then.
Exactly. You've got a guy that is just ready to go on rest. That is just ready to just throw gas for maybe 9 outs. Maybe 9 outs. That's all you need out of this guy just to get you to the 7th so you can go with your Ashcraft, Santillan, Pagan, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, as Tito has laid out for us. I got to tell you, man, this team is fun. Todd, you and I were texting about. They're fun to watch, man. They're fun to watch.
They are. They are.
It hasn't been this since. I mean, we got it a little bit in 2020. In 2020, I think was the last time that this team was this fun to watch, right?
Yeah, I mean it was a shortened season. They had a really good roster.
They had the best rotation in baseball in 2020, which is crazy to think about. But
no, it was super fun to watch, and
yeah,
I don't know. I was a big fan of the short season, to be honest. I think it made the games more important.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Because when you watch a 162 game season, it's like, oh, they lost yesterday. We'll rebound tomorrow. You know what I mean? And it's like that shortened season, every game counts. And not that every game doesn't count right now, but with less games, each game is more important. And that was, I think that was just all a part of the experience.
Sure. Yeah, I just there's been a lot of exciting pieces of the Reds that we've seen really since 2012, right? There's been players that have had big flashes falling off. There's 3 guys right now that are in the lineup or will continue to be in the lineup, should be in the lineup every day, that are playing very, very good overall baseball. Noelvi Marte, and you can't tell me otherwise.
He's playing great.
Miguel Andujar, which as of right now stands to be the best trade at the trade deadline for any team in baseball in terms of production since the trade deadline. And then you throw Ellie in there. So I just think that we're in a position right now, and it's not necessarily like a yes, I want them to win now, right? I want them to be in the playoffs. I want to be able to use company dollars to go to a playoff game, right? I would love to do that. Nothing would make me happier than that. But Like it's nuts. It's nuts. This is the first time, Bobby, I can think of in recent years where I'm not having like second half fucking heartbreak.
Yeah.
So I want to get to your dad's comment here, Bob. What do you think of the recent additions? Todd and I have talked about this separately in text, and I'd love to bring it to the forum because I think what we are seeing right now is, I think 10 years from now, we have the potential of looking back at Nick Kroll and thinking Nick Kroll and honestly giving him Billy Beane recognition. There is the potential of that. That's all I'm saying, because the Reds are doing something in a small, literally the most devalued franchise in baseball. The Reds are the poorest franchise in baseball. It's a statistical fact. It's not an argument. What they have done in terms of drafting, talent development, and free agent acquisitions in this last year has put this team in a position to be extremely competitive with one of the cheapest salaries in baseball.
Yep. You could say 3 years, really.
Yeah. Ke'Bryan Hayes is the Reds' third baseman for the next 3 years, and he will win Gold Glove at least 2 out of those 3 years.
Yeah, that dude's been absolutely electric.
Insane. Miguel Andujar is a kind of guy that, while on lease, right, like he's just with us this season, is the kind of signing that wins a World Series MVP. Like, he's just one of those guys that, like, he's a mediocre signing at the trade deadline, but at the same time, like, look at the last 3 out of the last 6 World Series MVPs. They're nobodies that went on to get huge deals because of the way they performed in October. And then you look at a guy like Zach Littell. This is a guy that got a new lease on life. He got a new lease on life and came to a pitching staff that he isn't. Yeah, the expectations were high, but he isn't the ace. And so all he has to do is just come in and throw strikes. And that's exactly what he is known for doing. And he's been doing it. I cannot emphasize enough at the value that we didn't give up a top 10 prospect.
No,
we didn't give up anything for what we got.
Didn't even give up a top 5 shortstop in their farm system.
All of our guys are still there. Everything.
Yeah.
The Reds have too many good prospects at this point, right? Like Sal is down in Louisville. Go Bats! Just absolutely cranking the ball. Sal is presenting an issue for the Reds that is a good problem to have. That we have. Yet again, we've been in this situation for the last 2 years as Reds fans. We have too many good infielders. That's the situation the Reds are in. So, I mean, the Reds have nothing but assets. They are riding Ellie's rookie deal. This is the window. And so I'm excited to see what they're going to do with it. I love everything that they've done over the last couple of months, and my expectations are not like go win the World Series this year, but next year it's like go load up on free agents, go do what you have to do, because this is the time, right? This is it.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, they're 2 bullpen pieces away from being competitive in almost every game. That's kind of it.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I think you look at even what they're platooning in the outfield. Like Marte plays right field for the rest of the year every game. Don't take him out of there. Just leave him out there. Let him get his at-bats. Let him figure it out.
Yeah.
So now you're platooning Austin Hayes and Gavin Lux. And Gavin Lux is one of the most productive hitters in the National League in terms of, not striking out, moving batters over on whatever contact outs, moving into being in scoring position. Like, he's very productive in that realm. Is he a good glove? No, but neither is Austin Hayes. And Austin Hayes is hitting 250 with, an 850 OPS. Like, that's good, right? All that stuff is good. No, I'm talking about Austin Hayes. Oh, yeah, Marte's. I said Marte is an everyday right fielder. He plays right field for the rest of the year. Don't take him out.
What a turnaround! This guy's career was dead a year ago.
Yeah, well, yeah. Think about it. He started with an 80-game suspension for PED usage. Doesn't even sniff the opening day roster. They put him in the minor league spring training immediately in the first week. And Francona told him, was like, you got to earn it, buddy. Good luck.
He did.
And he did. He did. That's good.
Batting 1,000 OPS for like a month and a half.
Yeah. Like the things that people were complaining about with the Reds was like, they need to have people around Ellie. What are they doing in the middle of the lineup? 3, 4, and 5, 3 through 6 are good. Good.
Dude, Spencer Steer up to the 2 spot.
It's good.
Oh my God! Did you know Spencer Steer leads Major League Baseball in RBIs since the 4th of July?
Yeah,
Spencer Steer. Hey, who'd we trade to get him?
Sonny Gray?
Nope.
Or was it Tyler Mahle?
Tyler Mahle got a Spencer Steer as a prospect.
Yeah, and Encarnacion Strand was a part of those deals with the Twins too.
Insane. Yeah, Nick Kroll. I'm just saying, guys.
Chase Petty also in that trade for what it's worth.
Let him cook. Let this Dick Williams.
Joe, what's up, big dog?
Get away.
Keep opening up skylines, buddy. Keep those Cholitos with the Skyline chili dip in them. Don't take it away. God, please.
Corey, I'm not sure if you had the opportunity to have a Skyline dip Cholito.
I have not, but I can only imagine it's just Skyline dip with spaghetti in it.
No,
like rolled in a burrito. No.
I don't think it has spaghetti in it.
You can. I mean, I always get spaghetti in my Cholitos.
It's basically Fritos, chili, sour or cream cheese and
melted cheese.
God
damn it! Well, boys, hey,
it is a laxative in a tortilla.
Well, while we're on the subject of Cincinnati deliciousness, Rally Tale Sports Family, August 30th. Mark your calendars. The Cardinals are in town. It is a Saturday evening game at Great American Ballpark.
It is.
These 3 zaddies are going to be at the stadium. So if you can go on Game Time or whatever and get a cheap ticket, meet up with us. It would be awesome to see you guys down at the ballpark. Say what's up to us. We will be at the Reds game August 30th. So that would be a fucking awesome time to see any of the Rally Tale Sports family down at the Reds game.
Hell yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. I can't wait to get back home. I can't wait to get back in GABP. I'm so excited.
It was the last time you were down when we went?
The last time that I was in Great American Ballpark, yes, was when the 3 of us were there together. Yeah.
Wow.
Kids opening day. That was the last time I was at Great American.
And that was last year, right? Or was that 2 years ago?
That was last year.
Yeah, last year, kids opening day. Hunter Green pitched, if I'm not mistaken.
He did.
Yeah. I think we're on track for a Brady Singer day, if I'm not mistaken, just like based on the roto. I think we're Brady Singer pitching day, but they could go to a 6-man and we get Hunter Green. It is Hunter Green's bobblehead day.
It is
the day that we're going.
Yeah,
so.
I hope we get in there early and get one. But yes, Joe, you can get spaghetti in a Cholito, and I've heard it's pretty magical. So
yeah, and extreme cheese.
Yeah, well, that's a given. That is an absolute given.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you guys have anything else you want to touch on baseball wise?
Dude, the Cubs are reeling.
Yeah, they're in a bad spot.
They're reeling right now. I mean, they one run against Scherzer today in Toronto.
Toronto's tough though. They might be the best team in baseball right now.
I think they're the best team in the American League. What are you sold that the Brewers are like a top 3 team in baseball right now?
No, I'm not. I it just doesn't. I don't know. There's just something in my brain that does not allow me to compute that the Brewers put together a roster that competes at that high of a level. But I mean, statistics tell me otherwise, right? Numbers prove me wrong.
I hear you.
But
everything you're saying makes sense. Like they don't. Their roster doesn't make sense. They don't have anybody that is a big bat. Their pitching is insane. Their pitching is really good, but are they peaking too early? Is the question, right?
They've done it the last 3. I think that's a part of it for me too. Is that this has been the revolving door in Milwaukee for the last few years. It's like they sneak in or they win the NL Central because it's always up for grabs, and then they get to the playoffs and they just don't produce. And then when they did produce and they made it to the NLCS, they floundered, bad, got swept. Like there's just something that does not allow me to be like, yeah, the Brewers are competitive. Like they could make a run in the NL, but really the National League's pretty open. Like Philadelphia technically should be the best team in the National League right now. And
I think
the Reds played very well.
I think they are.
Yeah.
I think the Phillies are the best.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like the Reds they were very competitive with them for the duration of the series.
So I think that is the Reds makeup. And I think maybe this will put a bow on our baseball talk for the night as we hopefully move towards some football. But
yeah,
the Reds this season, and it's a gift and a curse. Whoever they are playing against is who they are.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Right? So if they're playing the Rockies, they're going to go out and just fucking sludge it around. They're playing the Pirates, they're going to half-ass it. If they're playing the White Sox, they're going to half-ass it. But if they wake up one day and they see the Phillies on the other side of that fucking field, boys, best team in the NL, let's fucking go. Tito has got the boys going. And I think that speaks volumes about who the fucking skipper is of this team, right? Because Terry Francona is all about this game right now, tonight. He said that since he's been in this organization, and I think that speaks volumes. The good news is the Reds have a very difficult schedule coming forward. Now it gets a lot easier after this series this weekend. We got a couple of series where we can really make some headway in this wild card race after this Brewers series. If we honestly we get one from the Brewers, I'm okay. Just don't get swept.
Right.
If we win the series, I'm ecstatic. We win 2 out of 3, I'm ecstatic. Because I think what do we got? We got
so it's the Brewers for 3, and then we are on the road in LA playing the Angels.
Diamondbacks.
And then on the road in Arizona, and then on the road back in LA playing the Dodgers, and then that homestand here in Cincinnati when they play the Cardinals.
So if we get one, I'm okay, because that means we went 3-3 against the Phillies and Brewers, right? If we get one against the Brewers, I'm okay, because we went 500 against 2 of the best teams in the NL. I'm okay with that. And then we're going out west. The next 2 series are teams that we should take 2 out of 3 on both of those, right?
Right.
And then the Dodgers are potentially a team that we could beat in the wild card round, and we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But if we can take one from the Dodgers, I feel good. We should beat those next 2. The Reds can make some headway in this wild card race over the next 2 weeks, and I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah, I mean they could do it in the next 3 days. Yeah, we'll just have
to
sit around and find out.
We sweep the Brewers. The boys are going crazy next week.
Oh yeah. All right, boys. Well, let's dive into some football talk, shall we?
Let's do it.
Yeah. So before we do that, I would like to make an announcement on here. I did officially today accept a head coaching position for the Jawbreakers. It's probably the most competitive 4-year-old co-ed soccer team in I9 Sports. Yeah. Thank you. I have sent out my introduction email, making sure the parents know that I like to have fun, but I also like to win.
Can we do a TikTok press conference?
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
Just week in, week out. Just like
a pack of gobstoppers, and you just, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
No, looking forward to being in attendance for quite a few of those runarounds, shout, or whatever you want to call it.
It'll be fun.
No, that's great, man. Corey, have you had an opportunity to coach? Do you have your daughters?
Yeah. So I coached basketball last year. And we will be starting up basketball again mid-October. So October 18th, basketball starts back up. We're going to have 2 sessions this year. And the girls, actually, they got home from cheerleading. Dude, right here. The girls got home from cheerleading practice, went into the garage, grabbed the basketball, and started dribbling it up and down the driveway. And I was just like,
nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's big. That's big.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that's a big moment.
Yeah, dude, I was excited. I mean, they're my daughters are the youngest. They're September 1st birthdays. And so they're the youngest kids in their grade.
Sure.
But they're the tallest girls in their class. And girls usually stop growing at about like 15. They're like done. Like you are your height at that point. Right. So for girls, it's not that big. Like they're going to be like sophomore year. They're going to be this like their height. That's what you are. You know what I mean? And so I'm excited to see what that's going to be for them, and hopefully they love basketball. If not, whatever, it is what it is. But they, so far taking to it. It's been a pleasure. It's been so much fun, and honestly, the coolest part is connecting with the other parents.
Right.
When you get to your 30s, it's so hard to make friends, dude. It is so like look at us. Like COVID obviously brought us all back together, but like. It's so hard to make friends. And then when you just generate offspring, you are involuntarily thrown into making friends with other people that also have kids and they also fucked at the same time you did. And so like you just come together and
it's a very eloquent way of putting it.
I've never thought about it in that context, but that is 100% true.
Yeah, it's just accurate.
Yeah.
Huh. What's up, baby?
I'm never.
You can't find Snoopy anywhere. All right, I'm gonna help you find him in like 2 minutes. Okay, go upstairs. I'll help you find him. Snoopy is lost, and
oh boy,
I gotta find him. I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's fair.
Go ahead, go handle what you need to handle, big dog.
That's a big deal.
No, that's awesome, man. No, it's gonna be fun to watch him running around like a freaking wild man, just attacking the ball.
I like. It's kind of I understand like what Corey's saying. It's kind of the same thing. Like every day, he's been like dribbling the soccer ball around, right? Inside, outside. Come home from work today, and he's like, "Are you really the coach?" I'm like, "Yep, I'm the coach." And he was just like pumped about it. Like that's a feeling that you've never experienced until you experience it, right? Like that's the first moment of that. And it was like, oh shit. It's like, I gotta go outside. I'll be back.
Yeah. It's all fun and games until Papa Lehman's your coach. And then it's not fun.
Well, that's what Mary and I were talking about it. And I don't remember what I said, but she was like, Todd, just remember that they're 4. I'm like, well, yeah, they're 4. I get it. They're 4. I'm not gonna. It'll be fine. She's seen me coach before, and I think she's like, and those were 12-year-old kids, so it was a little bit different.
So,
It was a different person.
Mary, let me tell you about a man that shaped my childhood. His name was Jim Moore.
yeah, really.
God, the biggest chaw you've ever seen in your life.
He was the hardest nosed coach I ever had, but also like I knew he cared about us. You know?
Oh
what I mean?
yeah, he did. Yeah. He was there with no kids. Like he was there.
Yeah.
He was there to help us.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that dude gave a shit.
He was the only one. Yeah, he was the only one.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
And Pops, I wasn't knocking you. I'm just saying you were an intense coach.
Bobby, that's how you become a successful man, right there.
Absolutely. No,
Yeah.
it's so funny. It was I remember it was I can't remember what happened, but it was a ham fair game, and our coach and the coach's son.
All three of us played in that league, didn't we?
Yeah. Our coach and the coach's son were both late, and it was like me and Tevin Barlow and Matt Tarter, and we're all just like,
You guys had a good team.
we had a great team. We won the championship that year, but they're like, "Who's going to coach?" And I'm like, I walked up to my dad and I was like, "Dad, you can coach if you want." And he's like, "Yeah, sure, I'll coach." And then everybody's like, "Oh, Bobby's dad's coach." And I'm like, "Yeah, y'all need to chill out."
Were you guys light blue?
Fuck. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, we were the gray team.
You guys were
Yeah.
gray. It was you and
Yeah.
Steven Buckner and
Dude, we were loaded.
Alex Johnson and
Yeah.
It's all right. We still beat that ass. It's all right.
The first year. What happened next year, Bob? Huh?
I never lost in hand fair.
Oh no, we won the championship the next year.
Nope.
Yeah, freshman year.
Oh, it's because I didn't play.
Yeah, there you go.
I played for Fairfield.
Quitter.
But
Quitter.
but no, it was crazy because he comes up and coaches, and our coach walks in like midway through the third quarter, and we're up by 30. And he's just looking at the scoreboard like, "What happened?" I'm like,
Pops.
"There you go."
Take care of business.
Mr. Ice Cream Cake himself.
It's like he's been here every week watching how and taking notes on how he would do it better. And this is it.
Scoring the game recreationally. I can assist.
Right. No. Excellent coach. Always knows how to get the best out of everybody. But all right, we'll shift gears into this football talk. I want to ask you guys a quick question. I saw that Shamar Stewart hit Joe Burrow and caused a little bit of a kerfuffle.
He didn't. But yeah.
That's just what I saw. I didn't see the hit or anything like that, but that was like that was the headline.
My perspective on it is that it was like he bumped him.
Yeah.
The angle though looked like Joe had a planted foot and Shamar
at his
accidentally
knee.
ran into it.
Yeah.
But I think because the only angle we have is James Rapine's phone, and it goes to the ball immediately. And when you cut away from it, Shamar is down. Shamar is down, but he's like coming up. He's coming up out of his like stumble. He was stumbling, and then I think he like popped Joe afterwards, and then I think that just I don't think like Joe's fine. I don't think Joe was hit like severely in any way, but like first of all, Ted Karras put it perfectly. Do better. Do not let him get there.
Right.
Don't let Shamar be in a position to affect the quarterback, and then you don't have this problem. And I think that's just beautiful leadership out of Ted Karras for this offensive line. We have to do better. Like, we told him, like, that's all our hopes and dreams right there. Number 9. That's literally what Ted Karras said. That is all our hopes and dreams right there. That human being is everything we have ever dreamed for since we've been fucking 6 years old. Right there. That guy. Don't hit him. But also, we as an offensive line have to do better.
Yeah.
Also, I just like I think Shamar is going to be an absolute fucking menace in the league. I'm calling my shot right now. Shamar Stewart is going to be a fucking beast. He is a ball of clay that the Bengals are molding into. Honestly, his physical comp, not necessarily statistical in college, his physical comp is literally Myles Garrett.
Right.
That's the only person that physically lines up to who he is in terms of like height, speed, strength. That's exactly who he is. He's Myles Garrett on the Bengals. Todd,
Yeah.
what are your opinions on the Shamar hit on Joe? Dude, it's blowing up all over social media.
Carl, what's up, big
Yeah.
dog?
Yeah, it went crazy. And
Todd?
I would have shared the same sentiment you did. I think Ted Karras said it the best way that anybody could say it. It's like, yeah, we protect this man at all costs, but like, let's take some accountability here. He got in the backfield.
Yeah.
And like, that's been, I think Ted Karras is probably maybe like the best person to interview in a circumstance like that.
100%.
Because there's no fluff. There's no, like, he's not going to censor anything that he's saying or feeling. He just has such an eloquent way of telling people to get their head out of their fucking ass and play football and play it the right way. And I love it. I think it's a beautiful thing. Like, if I'm on that offensive line or if I'm in that room with him, like, that's the guy I'm sitting next to and like learning how to become an NFL, like a tenured NFL player with in my position.
Gotta love
Because
Dylan Fairchild being right next to Ted Karras.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. That's the thing too. I was listening to, fuck, I can't remember. It's like Countdown. It's like Chatterbox. Sorry, Chatterbox Sports. So they were talking about Dylan Fairchild, and they were talking about.
You know who the number one affiliate of that is, right?
No, who's that?
Tom Brenneman.
Oh, really?
Well, he was like not day one like headpiece on Chatterbox was Tom Brenneman. That was his way back into sports talk. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. But no,
Yeah.
I literally listened to their Reds podcast this morning, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, people are who they are. But like, they were talking about Dylan Fairchild, and they were talking about like getting some insight on like what's he like in the locker room, what's he like in the weight room.
Yeah.
He's a problem, dude. Like, not a bad problem. Like,
A good problem.
he does not like
For
he
you
does
guys.
not he does not accept failure in any realm. He does not want to be on his back. He does not want anybody fucking calling him out in practice. He trains MMA in the offseason to be more athletic as an offensive lineman. He's 330 pounds.
For now.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's insane to think like this guy has the athleticism to roll around on the mat, and then he's going to play left guard.
Honestly, though, I really think that the left side of that offensive line is gonna be really shored up. I believe in Dylan Fairchild. I think that they're gonna be a successful group. That right side of that offensive line, I think that's where Chase Brown's gonna cook. And is it gonna be Cody Ford? Is it gonna be Patrick? I don't know what's going on there, but. Yeah, I don't know. We could talk about like the projections of the schedule and all that stuff, and where do we think this team's going to land. But Bobby, I teased this a little bit last week. I want to get you involved, and I want to hear your perspective. We haven't really, as a podcast, broken down. I feel like as a nation, we haven't really come
building
to terms.
this up, aren't you?
We haven't come to terms with the fact that Aaron Rodgers is the starting quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Aaron fucking Rodgers, a guy that you have been very opinionated on. I want to hear your soliloquy, your thoughts, and everything that you have to say about. You got the Steelers koozie going tonight. Everything you got to say about A-Raj, the Enigma, being your quarterback.
Man, where to start?
Yeah, right? That's a lot.
Well, the thing I will say confidently is that this is the best situation quarterback-wise that we've had since Ben left.
Fair.
I think that's a pretty fair statement, considering the just multitude of people that have gone through there.
I like the way you set the table there. That was good. That was good. Okay.
Thank you. That being said, we are getting, 40-plus-year-old Aaron Rodgers. So, what are my expectations? I honestly, I don't know. The one thing I can tell you is that I think we're seeing a different Aaron Rodgers than we have in the past. If you've looked at his interviews and kind of how he's conducted himself throughout this offseason, outside of the whole contract thing, which was and where he was going to land, I think that was more media hype than anything, just so they had something to talk about in the offseason, just to keep the NFL pulse alive. I think he's going to be a great thing for Will Howard. That's really what I'm most excited about.
Oh, okay.
I'm excited that Will Howard is going to have somebody, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, somebody who's led the league in multiple years, MVPs. He's going to have a great guy to learn from. And I know Aaron Rodgers is excited to have somebody to, share that with. The one thing that scares me with this roster this year is the wide receiving core.
With DK Metcalf, you're concerned. Okay, go on.
It's who's going to step up and take that second spot.
Okay.
So
it's just DK. That's your concern.
Yeah, you literally have DK, and then who's going to fill that in? I feel like with Arthur Smith's offense, it's going to be more heavily tight end related. I've heard some good things coming out of Darnell Washington. Apparently, the 6'8", 270-pound tight end has put on weight.
Why? He's moving. He's moving.
Didn't they say he came into camp at 290 pounds?
Why?
He somehow put on muscle.
What is going on?
The dude is just an absolute unit. And then you've got Jonnu Smith, who's more of a wide receiver than I would say he's a tight end.
I think
he's kind of a hybrid. He's a hybrid.
No, but at the same time, that's what Travis.
I guess
Kelce.
that's what a tight end is a
exactly,
hybrid.
Exactly.
So between a line, fair enough. That was a dumb statement.
No,
but
just beer. It's okay.
Yeah, it's just beer.
Well, the league has evolved into that being.
He's a very athletic tight end is kind of what I was getting at.
Yeah,
but
it's not 2004 anymore.
Yeah,
right. But no, so I mean, it's really who's going to take that second spot. We've got Bobby Trees, who has had a kind of hit and miss camp. His hands have been good. He's not really breaking off the ball and showing anything explosive, and more of a career degress than improve. And then Calvin Austin, I'm not really excited about that either. We've got a couple young guys like Skoranek and Roman Wilson, in the slot there. Go ahead.
No, I think you bring up an interesting point because DK is kind of in a position that he's never been in, right?
Yeah, ever.
Like DK is the guy, and then there is no one else.
It's a pretty big cliff.
Because when he was first drafted by the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett was like the guy, right? Like he was the man.
Yep.
And then also towards the tail end of his time at Seattle, JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba, was kind of like coming on in Seattle as well. And it was kind of, and like DK was kind of like off in the shadows. The physical specimen that DK Metcalf should never be
discounted.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and at the same time, Cam Taylor-Britt owns him, so like it's an interesting.
Cam Taylor-Britt didn't own shit after week 3 last year. So
I look up the tape, buddy. Just look up the tape. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm excited. I'm excited about, like, I have on this podcast been about Aaron Rodgers as the football player. Like, I have talked about how much I love Aaron Rodgers as a quarterback, and now to like have to hate him hurts. At the same time, I hate Aaron Rodgers as like the PR guy, like the Ric Flair or like Hulk Hogan of the NFL.
RIP.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace to Hulk Hogan. I don't want the NFL to ever be anything like the WWE. And I hate like Aaron Rodgers, like weekly stint on the Pat McAfee show. I think Pat McAfee is terrible for the NFL, by the way. I'm just going to go ahead and throw that out there. He is a shock jock. He adds no value. All he does is stir the pot. He doesn't analyze anything. He doesn't talk about people. Like,
that's not the hat he wants to wear, though. He wants to be the shock jock. Yeah.
No. I don't give a fuck about his desires. I know he doesn't want that. All he wants to do is get paid, and I completely understand that. I think he's a hack. Pat McAfee is a hack, 100%. I like Aaron Rodgers of like 2010, like the dude that's just out there fucking dealing. Like, that's one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time. He made me love the quarterback position. Him and Tom Brady and Drew Brees made me love the quarterback position and like the analysis of like dissecting defenses. So to have him in my division and make me celebrate every time he gets fucking buried is tough for me. But at the same time, like, I'm glad it's now in his career. I'm glad.
Definitely.
I'm glad we're getting the Jets Brett Favre, right? Like,
right.
That's kind of what I correlate this to. Am I crazy, Bob? Or do you think I'm underestimating Aaron Rodgers? And it's okay if you think that.
I really think that, like, what we saw, like the parallel that you just made with Favre in Minnesota and all that.
Yeah.
Favre had to carry that team. Favre's the only reason that team did anything, in Minnesota.
Yeah.
That's not going to be the case here. This defense is going to be a top 3 defense in the NFL. I will stake my reputation on it. If granted they stay healthy, like, which is for everybody, but they're like,
you think Jalen?
Jalen
is that big of an addition?
Absolutely. This is the best secondary that we've had since like 2010.
Wow. Okay.
100%.
Go ahead.
Everything that's coming out of training camp as far as what people are seeing and what, like, the interviews with the players, like, everybody is like simpatico. Everybody's one right now. And this is the most like unity I've seen out of any team that Pittsburgh's had in a long time. And like, they are all ready to run through a brick wall for Mike Tomlin, and I'm here for it. But the defense is going to be the highlight here for the Steelers this season. I know that's not really anything, relatively new. The Steelers defense usually outshines, with the exception of that, stretch where we had, Ben, Brown, and Bell, the 3 Bs, and we were putting up just shitting points every week. But the defense is absolutely locked and loaded. I was not excited to see Cam Hayward's asking for a new contract at 37 or whatever the fuck it is. Dude, just play. Just play at this point. Like, you signed this deal last year. Like, you're ancient. Like, let's not even cross that bridge. But to my point, Rodgers isn't going to have to do as much. All he's going to have to do is what he already has the utmost knowledge in, and that's taking care of the football. Like, he's had years where he's been a gunslinger and thrown it, but he's always taken care of the ball pretty well. And that's all he's really going to have to do here is move the chains, burn clock, give the defense some rest, and this team is going to be an absolute just pain in the ass to play. Doesn't matter who they play. They're going to be able to keep up with every team and be competitive. So I'm excited to have Aaron Rodgers. We've got somebody with experience. We have somebody who knows clock management, understands the nuances of the game. You know, he's a smart player. He's going to be able to, really the thing I think you like about Aaron Rodgers, what I love is he's very situational. And he understands exactly what's happening, when it's happening. If this happens, here's what we do, and just like dissects every single possible outcome before the ball's even snapped. And we haven't had a good decision maker in a long time. And with this defense and his ability to control the clock and manage things, I'm very, very excited to see what they can do this year.
I think everything that you are saying is almost correct.
Almost. There's that, man. I was so excited for that. Then I heard the almost. It's like the but.
Yeah.
But what happens? What happens when the quarterback gets the ball out of their hands and it's Darius Slay and Jalen Ramsey?
Yeah.
Those one-on-one matchups do not. Again, I'm speaking specifically as a Bengals fan. That matchup doesn't scare me anymore. 2 years ago,
not at all.
I'm worried.
4 years
worried.
ago. 4 years ago.
Yeah, I'm worried. But
yeah.
Darius Slay is 34. Jalen Ramsey is also not playing cornerback. I believe he's playing nickel.
Yeah, he's playing nickel corner.
Yeah.
What?
So, yeah, he's not a cornerback. He's a nickel.
That's a fucking expensive ass nickelback. Holy shit.
So that's kind of what I'm getting at. It's
Joey Porter Jr.'s. You're at the other corner.
He's the other corner.
Okay.
Right.
Wow.
And he's
by the way, they interviewed Jalen Ramsey and they asked him specifically when the Bengals come to town, Jamar Chase is there. Who's got him? And Jalen said, "Tell Joey he'll have his time, but one is mine." I just want to let you know, Jalen, Jamar Chase has fucking toasted you your entire career. Jalen Ramsey's entire career, he has been fucking burned up by Jamar Chase. Do not do that, Mike Tomlin. Do not do that. Put Joey Porter Jr. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead, Todd. Sorry.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I agree with you. The front seven of Pittsburgh is nasty. I think Peyton Wilson is one of the
there.
Right. I think Peyton Wilson is one of the most unique linebackers in the NFL. His size, speed, and athleticism. He is a true disruptor on the front side of the football. I'm telling you, though, my thing is that I don't think the Steelers secondary is realistically. I don't think it's that much better than what it was last year.
I don't think it's fast enough.
Correct. But if you are living by applying pressure and making quarterbacks uncomfortable, this isn't the front of Pittsburgh's defense is unreal.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
It's really, really good, right? And I don't want to. I'm not discrediting that at all. No. But when you face Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow, and that's going to be a challenge.
Sanders.
Yeah, and Shedeur Sanders. That's going to be the challenge, right? Like, you're going to be able to do some damage. Turnovers will be had, right? Yeah. Just based off of pressure.
Like, let's be honest. Steelers defense is going to be impactful. It always has been.
Of course.
It's a staple of who they are as a franchise. They will always have a defense that is impactful. It will be. And I think Joey Porter Jr. is underrated, honestly. I think he actually will continue to progress as a corner and he will continue to get better. The only point that I am trying to make is I'm not sold on like Jalen Ramsey come to the AFC North. You might as well have said that like the Steelers got Adrian Peterson as running back. Like it doesn't do like it's the same thing to me. Like Jalen Ramsey doesn't do anything for me at all. He doesn't. I think you're getting him at the tail end of his. And I think it's like the Steelers are going to perpetually be contesting for a playoff spot. Always, they're always going to be contesting for a playoff spot as an organization. They will refuse to be mediocre. They were mediocre for like fucking 2 years in my existence as a human being. For like 2 years, they weren't in the playoff contention, and it just probably fucking drove them crazy. They will do whatever it takes to just stay right fucking there. And Jalen Ramsey is not bad. He will probably have like 4 interceptions this year, and like he will be impactful in some way, but like he's not Sauce Gardner. You know, you feel what I'm saying, Bob?
Yeah, I mean, I get it. He's definitely older, but I want to go back to Todd's comment where it was when they get the ball out.
Sure, that's what I'm saying.
If they get the ball out, like that front for Pittsburgh is unbelievably good.
Yeah,
right.
Unbelievable.
My concern is
you've got Highsmith and TJ Watt coming off the edge. You've got Peyton Wilson over the middle. You've got Cam Hayward and Yaya Black in the center. Like
maybe Cam Hayward.
Maybe he's gonna play. He's gonna play.
Willing to miss time is what he said.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, he's not Chris Jones.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
I say that in jest because Cam Hayward and Trey Hendrickson both saying willing to miss time. Really? What are you going to do next year, Cam?
Retire?
What's your contract going to look like next year, buddy? What's it going to look like next year if you don't play this year? You're going to just forego all those game checks? You're going to forego all that money? No, he's not. Cam Hayward is gonna fucking play.
Yeah.
Trey Hendrickson is gonna fucking play.
Yeah. I'm not buying it on either end.
It's so stupid. I hate this bullshit. This fucking song and dance. We do shut the fuck up. You sign a contract, strap it up. Let's play some fucking football. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not discounting what Cam Hayward did last year at his age. He had an absolute monster year.
He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Let's not sugarcoat it.
There's no questions. He's an incredibly talented individual. And Nathan, I don't think Ramsey's at the tail end of his career. I think he's definitely on the downward trajectory. But then again, playing that specific position, you don't last as long as you can as a quarterback. So he's definitely towards the end. He's definitely not anywhere in his prime. But could we get a good year? Who knows? Anybody can have a good year. So I mean, you saw it from Cam Hayward at 37, 36. 100%. Like you can have a flash of youth. And we're gonna hope that that's the case. But no, Bob, I mean, just go ahead.
You're in on this dynasty league, by the way, right?
Yeah.
Hey Todd, I might have an opening. By the way.
Oh, dude, I'm capped on leagues.
No, you can get in one more.
No, I'm capped.
One more.
I'm capped, dog. I got to coach.
With me and Bob. It's a dynasty.
I know.
Too.
I know. I'm telling you, I'm capped. I literally just had this conversation with Mary. It's like I'm not doing it anymore.
Right. Rally Towel family. I may have one more opening. So let me just lay this out. Let me just take a moment for an advertisement. We're going to have 3 teams that are coming into this dynasty league. The 3 teams that have exited the league, we are taking all of their players and offering them up in a dispersal draft. So all 3 teams that are coming into this league will be able to draft from all the available players. for instance, Josh Allen is one of the quarterbacks that are available.
Why don't the people that are currently in the league get an option to trade one of their players out at a price?
We can discuss this after the pod. But what we are doing is going to give the new people that are coming into a dynasty league, big commitment, an opportunity to draft from the teams that are leaving.
Because I didn't get that option, and I got a fucking booty cheek team, and I still finished 5th.
Exactly. Bobby, you're fine. Your team is not bad. You're fine. You made the playoffs. I didn't. I started this league. I don't want to hear shit from you. I haven't made the playoffs in 2 years, god damn it.
I made a lot of exchanges.
It's what you got to. Hey, we had a guy coming in this league that took over the 12th place team. He has won the league 2 out of the last 3 years.
It's marathon, not a sprint.
Exactly. That's what a dynasty league. So if that interests you, Rally Towel Sports family, if that marathon, that grind, that struggle interests you, hit me up. Anyway, what else we got on the NFL slate, Bob?
I mean, really at this point, I think the only thing that we kind of have left, we've got 3 weeks before kickoff. 1, 2, 3 weeks before kickoff. I mean, we got to find a time to do our over-unders and
we got to pick, dude,
projections and get all that in. So, I don't know if we want to dive into that after being on for an hour, but
I don't know. Nathan's saying that he will run it if you'll vouch.
Yeah, do it, buddy. Nate's good. He's a good fantasy manager. He would be a good acquisition.
Nathan, I have a spreadsheet full, ready, and available to you that lists all the players that are available in this dispersal draft. So I could go ahead and just send that out to you. The draft picks that are available to all of these 3 teams are also going to be included in that dispersal draft. So, yeah, we're just kind of resetting the league a little bit.
say if you're going to reset the league, just do a fucking blank slate draft.
No, we're not doing that, Bob. Bob, we can't do that. We can't do that. You came into the league under known terms, and you agreed to it. So don't come back to.
I'd like a contract negotiation.
You don't think that I would want to do that? I missed the fucking playoffs 2 straight years. You don't think I want to do that? I'm the fucking commissioner.
Well, here, let's while we're on this vein of fantasy football talk, I mean, we're going to be getting into drafts here in the next couple of weeks. So let's kind of shift gears and talk about fantasy football for a bit.
Let's do it, baby. Who's
so
your one?
How many leagues is everybody in?
Bob, I'm in the Slay one, by the way. Go ahead and sign me up.
Okay, I'll go ahead and send out invites for that because it sounds like everybody's down. Yeah, that would put me in 3.
That's my cap, dude. I can't do it anymore.
That's what I'm saying, bro. 3's. I did 4 for a long time, and it's too much.
I was in 4 last year.
I'm gonna be honest with you. 3 is too much. Honestly, 2 is too much. 2 is too much.
And one of my leagues is a dynasty league, and I cannot. I was in the same circumstance that Bobby was in last year, 2 years ago, and the team that I acquired, if you will, did finish last 3 years back to back to back, and I did finish second. I did, and I finished second last year, and that took a lot.
Dude, you're coming up, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. It was a lot, and that was all just based around that I somehow ended up with Josh Allen and Justin Jefferson on my team last year. Made a lot of moves.
You traded with the devil.
Well, somebody had to hear me.
Gotcha. Yeah. So I'm in. We are all in 3 leagues. I think we all share 1 dynasty league and two other leagues. I think the most fun league is the league that is my brother's league, the 2QB Superflex League. That's such a
Oh, my
interesting
God.
league. It used to be a like you could play 3 quarterbacks, and
It was
I
unbelievable.
and I shut that shit down. Like I finally shut it down after like a decade.
I will never ever be in a league where you can play more than one quarterback. I'll never do it. It's just crazy. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
What are we taking crazy pills?
Yeah, it's
It's
pretty
wild.
wild, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. You know, we've been playing with the same group for
That's what makes it.
long
That's
time.
what makes it. It's
So-
the group. It's not the rules. It's not
We did expand
the
this
group.
year. We went from a 10-man to a 12-man, or should I say a
With two-
12-man and lady, because we added Mary and Carly. So
Whoa!
yeah, expanding. And
Wow.
fun fact, I have not had a lot of success in this league since we dropped to being a 10-man.
Gottschalks and Layman's are just slowly taking over this league.
The idea is that when we get too old to fucking do it, the kids just take it over.
That's awesome. First of all, that'll
Yeah.
never happen. Second of all, that's fucking awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, I actually have a lot more success in 12-mans than I do in 10-mans for some reason. I think I just draft better.
Nathan, send me your email, buddy. I'll get you in the league.
That and teams don't get as crazy. If but I take a lot of long shots in fantasy, and they usually don't pay off. The one year it paid off, I finished second. So
Yeah. Charlie said everyone has their spot. I made Mary very. I gave her one rule. I said I sit here by myself. I've been sitting here this will be my 12th year of sitting in this spot. That's it. You don't share the seat with me. It's a big desk. Everybody knows Todd has his spot in Papa Layman's basement where I have my 2 beers in front of me at all times while I draft.
Yep. I'm writing down names on the whiteboards and drafting
Oh,
simultaneously.
you guys do a live draft?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a live
Oh,
draft.
that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's a live draft. Everybody shows up. We have my cousin calls in because he's in Florida. So, but other than that, everybody's there in person, and it is a wonderful experience. There's a whole spread: pizza, wings, fucking meatloaf,
Bobby.
ice cream cake.
For our dynasty draft, Sean, who is a member of our league, he also owns Hickory Hill Golf Course here in Wixom, Michigan.
Nice.
He is willing to host a league scramble prior to our rookie draft for the league. So, Bobby, if you are,
And when is this taking place?
we got to do it in the next like 2 weeks. So, like on a Sunday or some shit, Saturday or Sunday in the next couple of weeks.
I am out of town in Denver next week.
So then the week after, we got to do
So
it.
I am out of
It's
town.
in the sleeper app. You got to update your sleeper app, baby. You got to get back in there. It's time to go. It's time to
Yeah,
go.
I'm out of town from the 21st to the 25th.
You
And
gotta
then the 30th, we've got the Reds game. And the 31st, we have my brother's draft. So,
It's all right. It's all right. We'll do it. We'll do it whenever it makes sense. Either way,
might have to do it post.
you got to update that sleeper draft, that sleeper app.
I think
You
it is
gotta
updated. I think I
you
went
gotta-
in there the other day.
Get in there. Make sure you're ready to go. Everybody, update your league apps.
The new ESPN update, by the way, trash.
ESPN, Bobby, why are we in ESPN still? It's the worst fantasy football app. It's the worst one.
That's
It is.
it's the one we've always done.
Merge it to Sleeper. You can easily take everything and merge it to Sleeper. It's way better.
The group wouldn't let it happen. I'm just telling you that right now.
Yeah.
Just telling
We
you.
would be outnumbered. This is a draft of tradition,
ESPN
and that is not something.
the worst fantasy football app. It's
Josh has his
Sleeper.
routine.
It's Sleeper than Yahoo.
All right, so I don't want to give away anybody's like sleeper picks or anything like that this year because I know that we're also in a couple leagues. Unless you guys want to start like diving into sleeper picks for this season, but
We can talk about it.
I guess let's put it this way: if you've got the first pick in a draft Who are you taking?
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase.
Yeah, the only league that doesn't exist in is my brother's league because you got to take quarterback in the first round.
Then it's Josh Allen.
Yeah, Josh Allen or Jalen Hurts or Lamar Jackson, one of those three.
If you got to take quarterback, that's completely. Yeah, but most leagues, I would say, people are taking Jamar Chase or Saquon, probably.
Yeah.
Nathan, that's good.
That's perfect. That's perfect. He's right. He's right. Yeah.
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 Yeah. I mean, I guess like I'm at a point now too where I'm ready to start like throwing Bijan's hat in the ring for like if you're.
A lot of people are doing that. I'm not ready to do that yet.
How do we feel about obviously Jamar Chase is wildly like number one and on most people's boards.
He's the best wide receiver in football.
How do we feel about guys like Jettis and Amon-Ra and people of that caliber?
Fantastic picks, first round picks. I think if you're in a first of all, if you are in a PPR league, taking a Justin Jefferson or an Amon-Ra St. Brown in the first 7 picks makes a lot of sense. However, if you are in a half PPR league or no PPR league, taking a Bijan or a Jahmyr Gibbs or a Derrick Henry or a Saquon or something like that in those first round picks, that makes a lot of sense too, because you have to think about this not necessarily in the sense of touchdowns, but just in the sense of points. Like, I think running backs take more value the lower step that you get in a PPR league. Like the running back threshold becomes a lot higher because there are so few running backs that are impactful to your fantasy football team, right? There's probably like 6 running backs that are really going to be like
game changers.
Exactly, like blue chip running backs to your fantasy football team. It's Saquon, it's Bijan, it's Jahmyr Gibbs. Who am I missing?
Would you put Derrick Henry in there?
I would put Derrick Henry in there.
What about Christian McCaffrey?
No, I'm out.
You out? You're out now on McCaffrey?
Yeah, he's not consistent enough. He's not. I can't rely on him.
I know all about that. I
can't rely
I could have taken Saquon last year. In all 3 leagues, I could have taken Saquon Barkley, and I took Christian McCaffrey and Breece Hall.
So
most people could have.
So let's talk about the second tier, right? We've talked about the top 5. What's the next 5? Are you putting like running backs, right? We'll do the running back conversation. So are you putting a guy like A-Chain in there?
No, I'm out. I'm out of him. Yeah, I'm out of it. I think he's a fringe starter by the end of this season.
Okay. What about Bucky Irving? Somebody like that from Tampa.
Big buy. If you can get him at the tail end of the second round, jump all over Bucky Irving at the end of the second round.
So in my dynasty league, I just so happened to draft him.
Yeah, good for you, man.
How are we feeling about Jonathan Taylor?
End of the 4th round for Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah. I feel very similarly right now about Josh Jacobs too, with Jonathan Taylor. I'm putting them in a similar category right now.
I'm not with you on that. I think Josh Jacobs can end up being like a Frank Gore type running back for the rest of his career. I think Josh Jacobs is a guy that I would take mid-3rd round. Maybe you're right. Maybe early 4th round. Josh Jacobs is kind of falling right there. I think you're right. Yeah. Fair enough. But do you get my like comparison? I think Josh Jacobs ends up being he's a guy that doesn't get hurt. He just runs the football and does really good most of the times that he starts.
Right. Well, and Josh threw his name in the hat here. Let's talk about it. Let's talk. What is it? What is it? Where does Ashton Genty fall in a fantasy football draft this year?
If he wasn't on the Raiders, I would be a lot more excited.
Honestly, I think the Raiders are set up to run the football really well this year. I think they are. But he would not. Let me put this out there. Ashton Genty would not be the first pick that I had in a draft. That said, let's say I have the first overall pick in the draft, and I get Jamar Chase or whoever, right? Like whoever your 1-1 is, and it comes back to me, and he's still on the board. I think I got to take him.
Okay.
Because the ceiling.
So you're talking late second, early third.
Late second, early third, absolutely. Because I think the ceiling is so high on him. Like the ROI could be so great. Like he could be all they have in terms of offense, right?
Yeah, it's either him or Brock Bowers. That's
exactly, and that's all they have out there. So I think it's just like if it comes back, like if I can walk out of the second round with Jamar Chase and Ashton Genty,
you feel good.
I'm feeling really good because then maybe I'm going in the third round and I'm getting a guy like I don't know maybe I'm getting a guy like Chase Brown.
Right. That's kind of where
you know what I'm saying.
That was gonna be my last person I was gonna talk about. To me, Chase Brown is if you are drafting, if you're in a 12-man league and you're drafting 12 and 13, right?
Yeah.
There is a strong possibility, and it's all based on it's like anything.
Where you're
runs,
at. Where you're
right?
at. Yeah.
There is a strong chance where I'm in a position where I take him at 13.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think Chase Brown is a second and third round guy. Honestly, the way, like, look at this. Chase Brown's number one strength coming out of college was his ability to catch the ball and his speed, his elusiveness.
Mm-hmm.
All he has done since he has been in the NFL is put on strength, put on muscle. All he's going to continue to do is become a better runner. He already has the vision. He already can run the football really well. He's just going to keep getting stronger, right? Chase Brown is a fantasy football wet dream.
Yeah.
Because let me let you in on a little secret. The Bengals don't fucking have anybody else. They don't have.
It's him. That's it.
It's him. Yes, the Bengals are going to throw the football 70% of the time, but Chase Brown, when it comes to running, I mean, he's the outlet, and you have one of the best guys in the league at finding open receivers. And if you're going to blanket Jamar and T and Mike Gesicki, if you're like, hey, we're not going to let the Bengals beat us downfield.
Yeah, it's your chip away.
He's your chip away. Chase Brown is going to be that guy. They're just going to boop. Okay, Chase is good for 6. Chase is good for 5, right? Like Chase Brown is that little like release valve for Joe Burrow to keep that offense moving. And you know that offense is going to be productive. And when they get down to the 3-yard line, they're going to hand it off to Chase Brown. So, yeah, I really like Chase Brown's value in fantasy football, and I don't think enough people are talking about him.
Well, so are there any other rookie running backs that are on your guys's like
Caleb Johnson?
Let it fly.
Bob?
Yeah, Caleb Johnson, running back, Pittsburgh.
That's where I'm at too. That's exactly where I'm at.
That's the only other rookie running backs on my radar. I'm so excited. Like, obviously it sucks losing Najee Harris. Every year he's in the league rushing for 1,000 yards. But that's the Steelers' MO. Like as soon as their rookie contract's up with running backs, they don't re-sign. They're gone. They tried to re-sign Le'Veon, and he was like, "Yeah, fuck that, I'm leaving." So it is what it is. But
good call there.
Oh yeah, great call.
I mean,
I guess the only one I would even think of would be Amarion Hampton. right? With the Chargers, you don't know where. I mean, that's a split backfield, right? Najee Harris is back in the same exact position in LA that he was in Pittsburgh.
I mean, other than the fact that fireworks are a big part of his life, I think Najee Harris is well suited in Los Angeles. I think that offense is perfect for him because Jim Harbaugh is obsessed with running the football. So, I mean,
and Joe Alt at left tackle now, by the way. So I'm actually kind of I'm excited to watch him play left tackle.
It's where he belongs. It's where he belongs.
Yeah, that's what he's supposed to do, right? They just had a guy, they just had a guy they drafted a couple years before him. That's one of the best left tackles in football.
Yeah. Couple comments coming in from Josh. You guys obviously touched on the Omari and Hampton thing. We can dive into that a little bit. What I want to talk about is who has the better rookie here, Shedeur or Cam Ward?
Cam Ward, because he'll actually play more games.
I don't even think it's close. I think it's Cam Ward by a mile.
I think there will be a point in time this year where we do see Shedeur Sanders suit up and start a game for the Browns. I'd put 5 units on that. It will happen.
I think Cam Ward is. Let me preface this. Cam Ward is in a vacuum the better quarterback for sure. He'll have less possession time. The Browns offense will have more time of possession than the Titans offense.
Okay.
So let's say Shedeur is the guy and they just run him out there all year and he is the guy that plays 17 football games for the Cleveland Browns. I think Shedeur takes more steps this year than Cam.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I really do. I think Shedeur has more to offer in terms of, first of all, Cleveland's offensive line is fucking shit. They're terrible.
Yeah, they're in a bad spot.
They're awful. They're awful.
So appoint Shedeur Sanders. He's used to that. So all right, you're swinging me.
But at the same time, their defense is way better than Tennessee's defense is.
Sure. Tennessee probably the worst defense in the NFL this year.
On the other hand, Brian Callahan is a way better offensive mind than Steven Stefanski. Or Kevin Stefanski, sorry. I think that I don't know. It's tough to say, but I will say that I have more. I'm willing to bet on Shedeur. I am.
Whew.
I am.
I'm not.
I am. I saw Cam Ward. Yes, he's really good when he doesn't get hit. What did Miami do last year? Is he that good?
I hear you. I hear what you're saying. I just disagree.
No. That's good for podcast discourse. But I think that what did Cam Ward do that was so fucking amazing that he propelled Miami to being a competitor? He didn't. He
scored 45 plus points a game, dude.
Cool. What did they do with it?
They lost 58-45. Those were the games that he was playing in. That's not his fault. He doesn't turn. He barely turned the ball over.
You bear some responsibility. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Joe Burrow bears some responsibility to last year.
Sure.
He does. He bears responsibility in the losses to Baltimore. He does. Call it what you mean. You could say what. Yeah, we put up 30 points. Okay, he threw an interception in the fourth quarter.
Okay,
a bad one, right? That's all. That's all I'm saying. And we are reading tea leaves right now because neither of these individuals have taken professional football snaps, and so
Right.
we are like extrapolating a lot of college football data. One of these individuals played in the ACC, the other one played in the Pac Big 12.
Yep.
Whatever they are. Neither of them very significant. That's all I'll say. Neither of the leagues that any of these individuals played in are the Big Ten or the SEC. And so I can't put a whole lot of weight into their futures, which brings me to a very interesting question, gentlemen. One of the most well-constructed rosters in the NFL, as we talked about ad nauseum last year on this podcast, is the Minnesota Vikings. One of the most well-constructed rosters. I mean, they were in the hunt regardless of who was at quarterback. They played well. Kevin O'Connell might be one of the best coaches in football. He might be. We'll find out in the next couple of seasons. J.J. McCarthy is expected to take the helm for the Minnesota Vikings. What are your expectations for J.J. McCarthy as we move into the 20? I mean, this is a big J.J. McCarthy, national champion. J.J. McCarthy taking quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings in a extremely competitive NFC North. You got the Lions, you got the Packers. What are the Bears going to be? The Minnesota Vikings were right there. They made the playoffs, right? Who are they going to be?
So, ironically enough, he shares a foe within his division that I believe that his season will fall even just a hair behind. He is a fucking walking turnover. A walking turnover. I don't know how much you got. So this is a great question for me to answer because I've been following this pretty close for J.J. McCarthy. Because right now, if you are a person who is interested in sports cards, he has one of the highest valued cards in football and as a whole.
Wow.
He has a massive sports card following.
Did not know that.
That of like a Jaden Daniels last year in terms of dollars, as big as CJ Stroud was after his rookie year. His card following is
sell.
Correct. So I had this conversation with one of an employee of mine this morning. He's like, dude, so he's big in flipping cards. I've been like kind of giving him a little bit of insight on like the trends that I see too. And he's like, dude, I have these 3 JJ McCarthy cards. And he's like, do I hold on to them until the season starts or do I sell them? And I said, after week 2, you'll have like a 20% drop in value of those cards. He is going to be one of the biggest conversations around a rookie quarterback of like a mistake made of a first round pick. I have zero expectation for him to be successful in the NFL. Like Josh Rosen-esque.
Todd, I hate to say this, but I'm right there with you.
He's terrible. Terrible. Great college quarterback. Oh, sorry, let me rephrase that. Very good college quarterback.
No.
He was able to lead drives with again, this is a great Michigan had a great defense, ton of first round picks.
One of the best defenses in college football.
Right. Ever. He is going to
J.J. McCarthy threw 3 interceptions against Bowling Green State University. 3 interceptions against
He's a walking turnover. A walking turnover. He is. There are several teams in the NFL that have a backup quarterback that are better than him. In fact, they might have a better backup quarterback in Minnesota than him. I'm serious. I think I am so incredibly low.
He can't be
him.
Ryan Leaf because he wasn't a number 1 pick, but this is about as close as you could get to it, is what they're saying.
He was top 10, wasn't he?
Yeah. So that's why I said Josh Rosen, because he's right there in the same time of being picked. I am so incredibly low on JJ McCarthy. He has shown me nothing through all of this. It's going to take time. And people are going to be like, oh, he hasn't played a snap yet. You're right. Caleb Williams didn't play a snap until, first snap of last year, had a ton of turnovers, but he started making some resolution towards the back end of the season, excluding Thanksgiving. I don't see JJ McCarthy having the wherewithal of that. He is an IMG Academy, Jim Harbaugh to the NFL quarterback. He has never had to earn it. He's never earned stripes. He is going to get trounced. You want to talk about a team, we talk about Pittsburgh's defense leading them to wins. Minnesota will desperately need that. Desperately. Because I'm at a point where I have to, if I'm drafting second, I don't know if I take Justin Jefferson. If we're gonna put it back to fantasy football, I don't know. I don't know how confident I am that he's going to be able to get him the ball in 8 to 10 times a game. I'm not. I'm the lowest on him that I have been of any rookie quarterback since we have started this podcast, and that includes guys that were drafted with Kenny Pickett. I think less of JJ McCarthy than I do of Desmond Ridder as a rookie.
Yikes.
I do. Because Desmond Ridder earned it. He could win by leading an offense.
It's a fair point. It's a fair point.
He's terrible, dude. He's absolutely horrible. I cannot wait. And obviously I'm not an Ohio State guy, right? But there is a fan
furthest from it.
There is a fan base that I think is worse in the football world than Ohio State. I think Michigan fans are worse because they propped him up on this pedestal that he's going to be this thing that comes in the NFL and he's going to be bad. Corey, I'll just tell you, my parallel was I was higher on Desmond Ridder as a rookie quarterback than I am on JJ McCarthy.
I can't agree with you on that, but what I will comment on
That's all right.
As someone that has lived in the midst of both Ohio State fandom and the University of Michigan fandom, let me just tell you this. They are the same. Ohio State fans and Michigan fans are the same kind of people. They literally embrace their teams the exact same way. They think that they are holier than thou. They're the reason college football matters on Sundays. They think that without them, college football wouldn't mean as much. Michigan and Ohio State are the same fucking human beings, just in different zip codes. And that's why they hate each other. That's why they don't get along. So I get it. I get it why you don't like Michigan fans. I don't like Michigan fans either. I don't like Ohio State fans. They're both the same. They're made up of the same fucking DNA that they think they're the best. They're the reason that college football is so great.
Well, I have not heard Todd ever speak so passionately about a topic in quite some time. So I'm
He's horrible.
I'm going to be waiting on the edge of my seat week in and week out, watching the Minnesota Vikings, just to see.
Let me know when he throws the touchdown.
Did you guys see? Did you see Geno Smith come out for the preseason game at Seattle with the fucking double birds?
I love it.
Fucking Seahawks fans. Oh my god!
Love it.
Beautiful.
Before we wrap this thing up, is there anybody that you're just over the moon about this year?
In terms of players or teams?
Just
Eddie, hold on. Eddie jumping in. I love you, buddy.
Another day, another beer, baby.
I love you. I miss you. And you got to get up here to Michigan and visit before the fucking winter comes in because it's abysmal. Otherwise, it's beautiful. Come play some golf with me, buddy.
But no, I just meant whether it's fantasy or just regular perspective. I know we kind of divulged off the fantasy topic, But is there anybody that you're super excited about this year that's not in the AFC North?
That's not in the AFC North. Okay. I think CJ Stroud is going to be a really good value pick from a quarterback perspective. I think he's going to drop a lot. Let me be very clear. I don't think CJ Stroud is going to be a top tier quarterback. However, I think CJ Stroud is going to be like a upper middle fantasy quarterback. So like if you see a run on quarterbacks starting to happen and like all of the top tier guys are gone, but like you feel good about your wide receivers and your running backs, it's okay to go out and grab CJ. Out of the AFC North is tough.
I'm gonna tell you, my guy right now is Baker Mayfield.
Oh, that's yeah. Baker, I love Baker. Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a good one.
Yeah,
that is a good one.
That is the person I am most excited for this year is Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, I mean, Josh took my guy. Emeka Ibuka was going to be my guy. I guess it falls into what Bobby's saying too.
Yeah, same thing. Emeka Ibuka is an absolute unit.
I mean, Josh Allen is that?
Yeah.
Way to be original.
Ibuka. I mean, I just love. Did you guys hear Teddy Bridgewater talking about Emeka Ibuka?
Yeah, he's like, I didn't even know who this guy was, but he's running some good routes and like
said he thought he's so big he thought he was a tight end. Those are his words. He said that boy's so big I thought he was a tight end at first. Then I see him run. Also, why I could do a whole podcast about how the state of Florida did Teddy Bridgewater dirty.
Go ahead.
There's not enough time. High school football shit. Like,
yeah,
they did him so dirty.
Yeah, him sitting there trying to fucking buy Ubers and give his team meals and they fucking suspended him and absolutely.
That's what I'm saying.
So much bullshit. He was trying to do something for the kids, and they said, "Fuck you! You can't do anything for kids because we hate kids."
Yeah,
basically is what they said.
It's Florida.
It's Ron DeSantis for you. Any hoodles. Yeah. Okay. College football rankings came out. Can we talk about that before we wrap up?
Yeah,
let's do it.
I know college football isn't like your kit and caboodle there, Bob, but
I need to get into it because apparently it's pretty popular.
Yeah, most people like it, I would say. All right.
So yeah, I saw Ohio State was at 3. Texas was at 1, and
Penn State is number 2. Penn State,
dude. So I'll just give you the top 10, and then notables through the top 25. Texas, number 1. At number 2, Penn State. 3, Ohio State. 4, Clemson. 5, Georgia. 6, Notre Dame. 7, Oregon. 8, Alabama. 9, LSU. 10, Alabama. 11, Arizona State.
So wait, 8 and 10 were both Alabama?
10's Miami.
I'm sorry. 8, Alabama. 9, LSU. 10, Miami. 11, Arizona State. 11, Arizona State. 12, Illinois. 13, South Carolina. I'm just going to keep rolling. 14, Michigan. 15, Florida. 16, SMU. 17, Kansas State. Oklahoma, A&M, Indiana, Mississippi, Ole Miss.
You cracked the top 25?
Yeah, 22, Iowa State, Texas Tech, Tennessee, Boise State. That's top 25. Ohio State, defending national champions, that beat the shit out of Texas in the playoff, are ranked 3rd.
That's a slap in the face.
I agree. I'm not an Ohio State fan by any stretch of the imagination, but that, like, if I'm Ohio State and I see that, I'm fucking livid.
Yeah, that's blood. That's you're going for blood.
Like, dude, these boys are gonna come out and just fucking mollywop the first 7 teams they see.
Yeah, it's gonna be ugly.
Yeah.
Do you think Ohio State finally beats Michigan this year?
Oh, I think they absolutely beat the shit out of Michigan this year. I don't give a fuck about Bryce Underwood. I don't give a fuck about Bryce Underwood. I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, I don't think dude, what? He's a freshman. He's a freshman in the second, if not the most competitive league in college football, the Big Ten. Right? It's the SEC and the Big Ten, right? Those are the two most competitive leagues in college football. That's been proven over the last 25 years. It's those two.
Since Nick Saban went to Alabama. So, yeah.
It's those two.
I mean,
right?
Alabama being 8, Nick Saban's rolling over in his grave. Not in his grave, but in retirement.
It's those two. It's the SEC and the Big Ten. So you have a true freshman as your starting quarter. You're losing 4 football games. It's happening. It's happening. I'm sorry. You have Penn State, Ohio State. I think they open up against Oklahoma in the second week of the season, if I'm not mistaken.
So week 2 they play Oklahoma.
At Oklahoma.
Correct.
That ain't easy. That ain't a walk in the park.
No Penn State for Michigan this year, by the way.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So as of right now, the way it currently sits, their only ranked opponents are Michigan. I'm sorry, we're talking about Michigan. Oklahoma week 2. And then they don't play another ranked opponent again until Ohio State in the last week of the season.
Wow. Give me some other notable games that Michigan plays, though.
So you'll get I mean, they do have the softer side of the Big Ten in their schedule. So after Oklahoma, it's Central Michigan at home, at Nebraska, Wisconsin at home.
At Nebraska should not be looked over. I don't think that should be looked at.
Right. Well, I'm just saying, but this is the softer end of the Big Ten schedule, though.
100%.
No Illinois. No Penn State.
No Penn State is big. No Illinois is not big. But go ahead.
At USC. At home against Washington. At Michigan State, who's in a full rebuild right now.
Terrible.
At home against Purdue. At Northwestern. At Maryland.
Terrible.
Then Ohio State at home. It's unreal.
Dude, they have the very easy schedule. You're right.
They have they do, as of right now, have the easiest schedule in the Big Ten amongst the entire Big Ten. They have the easiest strength of schedule.
You're right. Yeah,
they do. That's a fact. If you look it up, they play the least ranked opponents, and there's a likelihood that maybe Nebraska is the only ranked opponent amongst the rest of those
at the end of the season. Yeah.
That's
Holy shit. Yeah, that's crazy. Let's say they run the gambit and the only losses that they have are Ohio State. Let's just say, let's go on a limb and say their only loss is Ohio State and they're 11-1. They would get absolutely fucking decimated week 1 of the college football playoff.
Sure. Insert any team in the top 10 right now. They would get crushed.
Decimated. It's not even close. It's not even close.
Yep.
I'm not willing to buy in on freshman quarterbacks in college football anymore. I can't do it. Let me ask you this. Where are you guys at on Arch Manning?
I need to see a couple games. I think obviously he's got the pedigree and we've seen him play a couple snaps.
Yeah, but he's not a fucking Labrador. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. When you see a couple, we've seen him play a couple snaps, but we haven't seen him play a whole game.
Yeah.
So I think we need to.
I want to see him throw a football.
Yeah.
I want to see him run.
There are several. There are several programs amongst these two conferences that you have to have this conversation. Ohio State's in the same boat. Julian Sand hasn't really played a snap, right?
He hasn't, not meaningful ones.
Yeah. Alabama's in a Tyler Simpson has not played a lot of snaps, right? Gunnar Stockton played one game, right? Like there's a lot of quarterbacks among this. So you look at this list top to bottom, let's say 1 through, we'll just do 1 through 10. Nussmeier's the best quarterback.
No, he's not.
You think Klubnik's better than him?
Nope.
Oh, Drew Aller. Okay. Yeah. See, I'm not as high on him as you are.
I'm just a big Drew Aller fan. I think
Yeah.
honestly, this is like everybody was jizzing their pants like 4 years ago about Penn State. This is the best chance Penn State has had in a long time to win the national championship.
For what it's worth, they have 2 of the best 10 running backs in college football sharing the backfield too.
I think Drew Aller is honestly, if you're a betting fan, generous degenerates, Drew Aller is a great value bet for the Heisman. Great value bet. Great value. Nussmeier is a great pick for Heisman. He's a great pro-ready quarterback, but the way he throws the football, I'm in love with it. I'm in love with it. I love the way that Drew Aller plays the game. Where are you at on your Wildcats this year, Todd? Where's Stoops going? What's he doing? What's he doing with the team?
I would be very blessed if they win 6 games.
If they go to a bowl game?
Yeah, that's it. That's kind of where I'm at.
You think he's at the tail end of his tenure there?
I do.
If they don't make a bowl game, is he out?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think that they would allow him to walk away before they would fire him.
So he gets to just run this program kind of as a hallmark addition to their athletics program.
Yeah, because he does actually turn out like NFL ready athletes too.
Pros, yeah.
Yeah, like he's very good at that. That's something that he has done very well in his tenure at Kentucky. And Kentucky takes a lot of pride in their talent development amongst their football program. So that's a big thing. That's never happened in the history of Kentucky football. There weren't guys going into the NFL and were common names on Sundays until Stoops took over that program. And he had a first round pick.
Tim Couch.
Right. Right.
Oh,
so
shit.
And he will very likely be the only number 1 overall pick that ever walks through those doors to play football. I could put a lot of money on that. But yeah, 6 wins. I mean, they're playing in the SEC and their schedule sucks. So
yeah. Bobby, who's your college football team?
I don't have one.
If you had to, gun to your head.
That's not a decision. That's not a decision I'm going to make lightly.
Yeah, but Bearcats? Who are you?
I honestly don't know. It's something that I've had to give some thought to, and
I've tried.
I'm not sealed
I've
on
tried
this.
this
I'm not sealed on a decision yet.
I've tried this conversation with them, dude. We've been a dozen beers deep.
Give me your top three.
I've tried.
In no particular order. Top 3 in no particular order. Who are the teams that you want to see win? In no particular, it doesn't have to be regional. You can pick any team across the country that you just like. Who do you like? You have no affiliation. Miami has to be in that conversation.
Like Miami, Ohio?
Yeah, you
Hell no. Fuck that place.
You gave them a lot of money, so I
did. I did, and I am 100% not using that degree in any way, shape, or form.
All right.
Champions, baby.
This year, Eddie.
Yeah,
George,
dude. I don't know.
I mean, things to say about that.
I mean, I grew up in a household where Ohio State was the primary. Like,
yeah.
So it's on the list, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. At this point, it feels
we
a
all
little.
have our flaws.
At this point, it feels a little bandwagon-esque. If I was to just hop on that train, you know what I mean?
Yeah. They had a decent year last year.
Yeah, they did all right. It would never be Michigan.
Colorado?
Fuck no.
I was hoping he'd just rip off like a North Dakota State or something. I could get really fired up for something like that.
What about like a Nebraska?
I'm telling you, dude. I've tried. This cannot be done in this short of time.
I will make you guys a promise. I will have a list of 3 next week.
Ooh, guys, we're gonna find Bobby a college football team.
And then Bobby says, "Oh, by the way, I'm not going to be here next week."
Let me just throw this out there.
The funny part is I won't. I'll be in Denver.
I know. You'll be in Colorado. That's what I'm saying.
It's all right. That's right.
All right, the 28th.
The
28th.
next time Bobby shows up for a pod, let me throw this out.
So I have 2 weeks.
Let me just lobby. We've got one of the most exciting quarterbacks in college football. Our 2026 recruiting class is unbelievable.
You try to get me on the Gators?
The Gators are, dude. We're coming back hard. I'm just telling you, you got to look out for the Gators in the next couple of years.
My cousin's a big Gators fan. I think it'd be more fun to oppose. So
no. It's so much fun when your cousin's with you. It's so much more fun. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. You don't do what you.
Well, if anybody wants to lobby in the meantime, feel free to hit my DMs up.
I got a list for you, buddy.
Yeah. Well, feel free over the next couple weeks to persuade me.
I got 10 teams in my head right now that you could support that has nothing that could damage our friendship. If it's Florida, me and you. If it ends up being Florida,
I got one team that will definitely impact your friendship with time.
Well, I can definitely guarantee you it will not be the Gators.
Yeah, you don't like winning.
Says the Bengals fan. So
best college athletics program in the last 20 years, and it's not debatable.
Big.
I mean, it is debatable, but
okay.
They've had a good run.
Three basketball championships, 2 football championships. Who else can say that?
I'd have to do some research. This is an area I'm educated in.
Short answer. No one. No one can say that. There's nobody that can say that. It's the Gators. It's all day Florida, baby. Chomp, chomp.
All right. Well, that'll give us something to look forward to next time we pick it back up. But until then, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week. I don't know if you guys will be on next week or not. Please feel free. I'll be out of town. But I will be back on the 28th for my next show on the pod. So you guys have a wonderful evening. Thanks for stopping by.
I love you.